Hey guys, it's Lisa Roulette, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how I scaled my spiritual life coaching business from around $2,000 a month to $10,000 a month in only 3 months. I'm going to reveal everything that kept me broke and kept me at that 2K plateau and everything that got me to that 10K and started making me real money. But before we begin, just really quickly, I want to make sure that I'm not going to waste your time. Let's make sure that you're in the right place. If you're ready to make more income and impact, this is for you. That means you got to be comfortable with the idea of making money. If you're tired of being undervalued, underpaid, unseen, unheard, this is for you. If you have a gift, a skill, a degree, or something that you will use to help others, but you really haven't figured out how to monetize it, this is for you. If you're sick of posting on social media all the time, like you're a hamster on a freaking wheel and you're not making the money that you desire and deserve, this is for you. And if you're ready to build a personal brand and leave a lasting legacy, this is for you, okay? This is not for you if you don't genuinely have a gift, talent, certification, degree, or passion to build a business. You don't need a certification or degree, but you absolutely must, at very least, have a gift, talent, or passion to really build a business. I'm not talking about putting links in bio and creating offers out the wazoo. I'm talking about a real business that can make you consistent 10K months. It's absolutely not for you if you're lazy and you don't want to put in the work that it requires to build a brand and a business. If all you want to do is generate passive income, it's not for you. What I'm going to share with you has a passive income element to it, but the truth is there is nothing that is 100% passive income. So if you're looking for that or a get rich quick plan, it's not for you. And if you're not wholly dedicated to at least 3 months of development and deployment of a high quality offer designed with integrity, it's not for you. And I really emphasize those words integrity because the vast majority of healers and spiritual business owners lack the integrity they need to get to those 10K months. And I'm not trying to offend anyone. In fact, I was one of those people. Even though my intention was integrous, that I wanted to help heal the world around me, I didn't know what it really meant to build a business that supports 10K months. And I didn't know what it really meant to create a high quality transformational offer. All right. So there are a lot of people in our space, but the vast majority of them are creating low quality offers and they do not have businesses that genuinely support consistent income. It was me at one time. I totally get it. But now knowing what it takes to flip the switch and build the integrity both from the offer side and the business side is the thing that changed my business like forever. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. So I know that you think that there's so much competition, but it's really not about how much competition there is as much as it is how much there is how much quality competition there is. And there really isn't a lot of quality competition in our space. Okay. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to go from like 5K months to 10K months consistently. All right. Now, by the time you finish watching this, you're going to be able to start uncovering your real magic so that you can become magnetic to dream clients. And it's probably not the magic that you think you have. You're going to be able to craft an irresistible offer designed to sell. You're going to be able to sell that offer using systems so that you don't have to trade your time for dollars anymore. And you're going to be able to build, manage, and grow your business and brand like a pro, meaning with integrity. If you don't already know who I am, I'm Lisa Roulette, and I help spiritual business owners get to those 10K months by showing them how to create valuable offers that are designed to sell so that they can make more income and impact. Like many of you, I have the hero's journey story where I hit rock bottom, went through the dark night of the soul, came up like a phoenix rising from the ashes, and I started my own coaching practice based on my personal story. I thought that if I shared my wisdom and my knowledge and my story, that I would be flooded with clients. But the truth is, I was not. It was impossible to get clients. Sporadically trading my time for dollars, making myself $2,000 a month was not cutting it, and it was actually very terrifying. But eventually what I realized was I hadn't built my business with the integrity that I needed in order to hit those 10K months, and that's why I wasn't making the money. So in the following steps, I'm going to outline the entire process that I used to flip the switch and go from 2K to 10K almost overnight. It took me about 3 months. Okay. So it's what I call the Make More Money system. And this is the high level overview. But if you don't already have a pen and paper, get one, because we are going to go through every single one of these. And I'm going to show you how I optimized each one as well. Okay. So system overview. The first thing I did, was that I found a problem that was a pattern, meaning I found a critical mass of people that shared the same problem. Okay. And then I researched that problem doing really high quality intentional research. Then when I figured out genuinely what the problem was, I also researched the solution, not assuming that I knew what it was. And as I started to package the solution, I started to pre-sell it to the people with the problem. Once I pre-sold it, then I developed it and tested it on the people with the problem. And then I flipped the solution into an offer designed to sell when I started to see success with my clients. And then ultimately, I supported the offer with systems. So let's break all of this down now, because this is literally how I broke that 2K plateau and rose into those 10K months. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about is pattern recognition, okay? Like most of you, I assumed that my client's problem or pain was because they were going through a dark night of the soul, because they had a wounded inner child, because their shadow was a beast, because their chakras were blocked, and that they had anxiety and depression. But the truth is, they didn't see that as their problem, and that was my problem. Because the more I focused on what I thought they needed to heal and what I thought their problem was, the less clients I got, because the less relatable I was to those people. So after really, really high quality research, what I found, the people that I was researching, was that they lacked self-worth. That was the pattern that repeated over and over and over again. Specifically, this pattern repeated in women who were healing from narcissistic abuse and who wanted to find healthy, happy relationships that thrived. But because of their level of self-worth, they were blocking themselves from entering new relationships that had the potential for them to thrive. Okay. Now, before I move on, I just want to make this very clear, right? Because I know a bell is going off in a lot of your heads and you're thinking, yes, I can work with women who are healing from narcissistic abuse. Yes, I can show them how to heal self-worth. Yes, all those things. But remember, you cannot Frankenstein someone else's offer, all right? You can't do it. If you do it, it will backfire on you and it will blow you up. You have to take every single step that I'm going to show you in this system in order to genuinely create something with integrity, okay? So the second step was the research phase, okay? Now, in the research phase, I started to look at the cause and the effect of the problem. And what I didn't do, which I had done so many times before, was I didn't throw together a soup to nuts offer based on my personal healing journey or something that I learned in professional training, okay? I didn't do that for the first time. And that was life-changing. Normally, I would say, yeah, you know what? I've built self-worth. I've had to rebuild self-worth 10 times in my life. I've got all the tools in the book. I've got everything they need. I'm going to just do it right away. That was my biggest mistake. I kept assuming that I had the answer when the truth is I didn't have an answer that was going to help them achieve a specific outcome. All right. So I started to look for one singular outcome that I could help people achieve, people with this problem achieve. All right. Now, I started talking more and more about the problem inside of a specific community. And that community happened to have been a local community of women. And it was a very big community of women. And the more I talked about it, the more magnetic I became to those women that were experiencing this problem. Then what I started doing is I started pre-selling the solution. See, I made it a daily mission to engage with the people who had the problem. All right. And I spoke specifically about the problem and the solution. Then what I did is I developed an list of ideal clients who were struggling with the problem. I started to invite them to discovery calls to talk to them about the problem. But here's the thing. Early on, my discovery calls were sort of a shit show. They were just like random, like, okay, what's up? Tell me your story. And then of course, like as an empath, I'm like feeling for them. And then I lose the whole pre-sale process. So I got really strategic about my discovery calls. And instead of trying to pre-sell up front, what I was doing was I was extrapolating more and more information about the struggle, the pain that my dream clients were having. And through the research phase, I started to elevate the solution into something that people could hardly say no to. Okay. So I was actually training myself in sales with each discovery call. So as the discovery calls went on, I got better and better at closing the sales. Okay. So I pre-sold them on the offer before I developed the offer. That's really important, because what I don't want to see you do, because I did it a million times and it was exhausting, leading me right to burnout, was design an offer and then go try to sell it. You never want to do that. Okay. So then I moved on to the testing phase. So once I had this handful of clients, I held weekly group coaching sessions and I monitored weekly progress through a feedback system. And one of the most important things that I did, which I had never done before, was that I tweaked and omitted the deliverables that did not appear to be part of the outcome. That's really big, because before I didn't really relate my offer to the outcome, which is the integrity piece of the offer, right? I didn't relate it to the outcome because I didn't necessarily know what kind of outcomes I was driving. And I wasn't driving outcomes that were designed to sell, right? Trying to sell someone shadow work, that's not designed to sell, right? And that's what puts you in that bloodbath of spiritual business owner offers that they don't really sell, right? I mean, maybe some do, but they don't make $10,000 a month on a shadow work masterclass. They don't, okay? So getting really mindful about, okay, what's actually driving the outcome here? Because if it's not working, it needs to either be fixed or omitted completely, okay? And I also asked clients to stay in regular contact with me so that they can regularly text me or call me with their results. I really got into their results so that I could understand, again, what was working and what was not. Taking down my level of authority and leadership and being available for the offer to grow with me. Okay. And that's a really big deal. It's humbling. It's not necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world, but it is necessary, because I know a lot of you, like me, I'm not trying to be condescending here. Okay. Because I was in your shoes. If you're still watching this, I was absolutely in your shoes. I really thought like I knew a lot, like a lot. And while I do, and I did, it's just that what I knew wasn't designed to sell. So taking certain things in and working with people that were not necessarily at my level of wisdom and knowledge, bringing them up into my wisdom and knowledge by flooding them with it, was not the way to do it. Okay. And that was a hard lesson to learn. All right. Then I flipped the offer, the test offer, into something that was designed to sell. So I took everything that worked and I put it into a very well-planned client journey that anyone with a 5th grade education could understand. And this is really important. My clients were not stupid people. They weren't operating at a 5th grade educational level, but because I was selling it on social media, which is a scrolling ecosystem, I knew that I had to capture and grab their attention and make them understand exactly what the outcome of working with me was really quickly. And that can only be done at a 5th grade education level, okay? I also branded and packaged it in an easy to consume format that saved my ideal client time and effort, even during the purchase decision. I'm not just talking about the offer. I'm talking about the moment of consideration when they're saying, okay, I'm going to make it so easy for them to say yes that it's a no-brainer, okay? And then I doubled the price of the test offer, right? Because I had the results, so I could do that. So then I implemented the support system. And the support system is really important because this is what builds integrity in your business, all right? So first, created a lead magnet specific to the offer, demonstrating how to achieve one step on the path to the outcome. This is important, and I'm guilty of this in my former years. you can't just construct any old lead magnet to start building a list, because when you go to pitch your offer, no one's going to understand it unless the lead magnet was specifically related to the outcome your offer promises. All right. You also don't want weak lead magnets like meditations. Meditations are the worst lead magnets. And trust me, I've made these mistakes. Okay. So this is how I know they don't work. And the reason meditations are specifically really bad is because you put too much responsibility into the hands of your dream client to achieve a meditative state, to achieve the outcome or part of the outcome. And most people do not achieve meditative states very easily. Okay. So you want to demonstrate your leadership and authority by showing them that you can light the path of the transformation by helping them to achieve one step of the transformation. So that's what a lead magnet is, and that's what a good lead magnet does. So once you have a good lead magnet, or once I had a good lead magnet, I started to build a list of ideal clients. And then what I did was I created a long form video sales letter and drove those ideal clients to that VSL, which is known as traffic, right? So I became good at driving traffic. Traffic is essential, right? It is absolutely essential. If you can't drive traffic to your sales pages, you're going to have a very hard time ever getting to those 10K months. But here's the thing, okay? Because I just want to mention links in bio really quickly, because while I appreciate links in bio and I know that they can be very effective, I think they're killing a lot of small businesses. And the reason they're killing a lot of small businesses is because most people do not know how to design offers that sell. So what they do is they plug their links in bio with every single offer they can think of that doesn't drive an outcome. So they'll do affiliate links, they'll do a masterclass, they'll do a membership, they'll do a live training, and they're all on different subjects that confuse a dream client. Okay. If you ask your dream client to make too many decisions at one time, it will make no decision. So if your links in bio are anything other than what you actually offer as an outcome, take them all out. Like, take them out immediately. And again, I'm guilty of all of this. This is how I know not to do not to do it and what to do instead. Okay. So be very careful with your links in bio. That's a very precious place that if you can drive traffic to it, make sure that it's either one offer that drives one outcome, or it's a suite of offers that are directly related to the same outcome, but higher and higher levels of that outcome. Okay. So don't put everything known to humankind. Like, you don't need your t-shirts and your candles and your masterclass and you don't need all that. If you really want to get from 2K to 10K, you need one offer that drives an outcome, or a product suite that drives significantly higher outcomes as you ascend through the product suite. Okay. So I want to help you keep in mind that all of this happened for me because the offer was built with integrity, and the business started to get built with integrity because I started putting the real systems in place. And when all that happened, I started selling while I slept, not having to trade my time for dollars. And it was like heaven started to sing. I would wake up and there were sales, as opposed to waking up wondering how I was going to make a sale by blowing cinnamon into my front door. Right? Yes, I followed that trend at one point. Like, I was like, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Right? Like, no, what it was building integrity into my business with a valuable offer designed to sell because it had a genuine outcome, and also building systems into my business that could support the offer because it sold it for me. So now I have an offer for you. If you want to be like my client Ashley, who just closed her first $5,000 deal, and get this, Ashley is not in the standard industries that make this kind of money, like fitness. She doesn't sell financial products, and she also doesn't sell relationships. She's a witch. Okay? Ashley's a witch. She sells psychic development to empaths, and she just closed a $5,000 sale, and you can do the same thing. And it doesn't matter what you do. You could be a counselor who wants to help people with their anxiety. You could be a Reiki master who wants to sell energy healing. It doesn't matter. You can do it using the Make More Money system. All right. So if you want to go from broke to boss, you can book a strategy call with me. They are completely complimentary. All you have to do is click on the link in the description of this video below, or if you're seeing it on a landing page, by all means, please go just click the button below the video. And on the call, we're going to discuss strategy. Okay. You're going to have to fill out a form when you go to my calendar. And the form is really important because without the form, I show up cold and I don't have any strategy for you. When you fill out that form, I'm going to go to your landing pages, your social, all the things, and I'm going to stalk you. Full disclosure, I am going to stalk you. I love stalking my dream clients because I can see little money pockets everywhere. Having been in their shoes before, I can literally see pockets of money everywhere. So the better you fill out that form, the more strategy we can discuss. Okay. So go ahead, click the link, book your call. I'm excited to talk to you. I know you have magic. We just have to make that magic come out in a way that it is an offer that's designed to sell, that has outcomes, and get the systems in your business you need to start making significantly more money so that you can end the cycle of being broke and honestly rise into a badass boss. I'll talk to you soon.